friends. Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
It's my great honor to be here speaking to you in this special event. Today, I'm not going to bore you by telling you how academically successful I've become as a student at SFU. Instead, I want to tell you my own story. A story of how an average international student has overcome many obstacles in his undergrad journey to become who he is today. But before I start, let's play a game first. Two truths and one lie. I'm gonna tell you 3 interesting facts about myself. 2 are truth, 1 is a lie. You're gonna guess which one is a lie. You ready?
Yes.
A. I didn't have cell phone until my last year. B. I watched Simpsons every night before I went to bed. C. I haven't seen my parents for 4 years. The answer is B. Good job. I didn't watch Simpsons every night before I went to bed. I watched Friends instead. You know what? I laughed so hard that my neighbor often came to ask me what was going on. Now, let's travel back in time to where I was 4 years ago. When I first arrived at SFU, I entered a whole new world. When I talked to people, they spoke English without seeming to breathe. I also noticed something different. People here say sorry more than thank you. At that time, I told myself, Canadians are very interesting. People sometimes confuse me when they say something like, yo, the bookstore is a ripoff, or back to the grind. In turn, I sometimes confuse people with my accent. I pronounce the word physical instead of fiscal, and the letter S instead of A's. Yes, I have an accent, but I'm not afraid of speaking up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here speaking to you today. Speaking of English, I was determined to improve it in many different ways. When I came to SFU, I decided to localize myself by living in residence and joining different clubs on campus. International Club was the one that benefited me the most. Not only did I improve my English, but I also made many friends and explore the city through social events. What other cool things did I do to improve my English? Well, I watched Friends. How many of you have watched this TV show? It's so funny, isn't it? Remember Joey Tribbiani? How you doing? Seriously, when I watch Friends, I pay attention to how people talk in daily conversation. This show certainly helped me improve my listening and speaking skills. Well, let me tell you a secret of mine. Since I've been using English most of the time, my Chinese is screwed up sometimes. Now I dream in English instead of Chinese. Last week, when I got out of bed, my mom said to my dad, you know what? Our son was speaking English in his dream last night. Oh my goodness! From now on, we have no way to know about his secrets. Although English is not my first language, I challenged myself to be a learning and writing peer educator at the SFU student in common. I volunteered there for 5 semesters, helping students with their writing and learning strategies. It was one of my best experiences at SFU. I want to take this moment to give thanks to my supervisor, Ruth, for all her guidance and support. I also challenged myself by signing up for the UBC Model UN Conference prize. Was I nervous instead of speaking of native speakers? Oh yeah, but I pumped myself up to do it. Did I feel bad when nobody listened to me? Oh yeah, but at least I had a say at the conference. Could I just listen instead of voicing my opinions in the group discussion? Yes, I could, but I chose to speak up. These were the main challenges I faced, but I never backed down. I pushed myself to express my opinions and to confront the pressing global economic issues at the conference. So, what does facing challenges like this say about my attitude in life? Well, I think it's doing the best I can in whatever I do. Take my speech, for example. Honestly, I have been working on this 5-minute speech for more than 2 weeks. Doing the best I could to make it perfect enough to keep you all awake. Every time I thought my speech was good to go, I was reminded it's not perfect yet. It can still be better. I also asked my parents and friends for advice and feedback. Thank you for my friends' sincere feedback last week. I dumped my previous 16 drafts and started over again. Honestly, I don't remember exactly how many times I have revised my speech. Probably more than 25 times. Even last night, I still polish and practice my speech. Why did I work so hard? I think it's my attitude that has driven me forward to go above and beyond. Now, I would like to take a moment to thank my parents for their unconditional love. They have always been there for me. During my time at SFU, my dad wrote me a total of 106 letters. How much he loves me is beyond what I can imagine. Without my parents' love and support, I wouldn't be who I am today. Thank God for giving me such great parents in my life. They're just sitting over here. In such a vibrant and multicultural environment. Lastly, I would like to encourage my fellow graduates in a few words. Set goals in your lives, continue to challenge yourselves, and do the best